Hi friends, it's been a while. I think it's been about 1 year since my last video. A lot has happened both in and out of work this past year, and I definitely got busy at one point. But I think a lot of it had to do with laziness where I stopped uploading videos. But this year, I think a lot will be happening internally within the company, including my succession, uh, or at least the implementation of my succession plan will be occurring this year, I think, which is why I decided I wanted to make videos again and keep a record of myself, of my experiences, thought process, values before, during, and after this succession process. The reason why I'm 99% sure it'll be happening this year is because I was told verbally internally that it'll be happening soon. So yeah, that's the main reason, but also because uh, there's a special inheritance tax regulation that will be expiring. The first phase of it, at least, will be expiring this year. Um, and I thought I'd kind of explain that a little bit too, so I could keep track of everything. But pretty much in Japan, the inheritance tax is very expensive. You have to pay about 50% of whatever you inherit and pay it to Japan, give it back to Japan. But there's also been a problem with domestically where many Japanese family owned businesses in Japan have begun to disappear. And a big part of it, the reason is because of this huge inheritance tax. Um, so I'll use myself for an example, but uh, let's say my father passes away. I have to pay 50% of whatever I inherit from him to Japan, but majority of the money is tied to the family-owned business in stocks. So what that means is that to pay this inheritance tax, I would have to sell off, let's say, half of the stocks that I inherited from my father for the company and sell it off so that I could pay the inheritance tax. But this means that I'm also losing ownership of the company by selling off those stocks. And many family owned businesses, the same thing has been happening where they sell off their stocks so that they could pay the required inheritance tax. And then foreign investors will buy up these stocks, or maybe no one will buy them, which means the company just goes bankrupt. And then, poof, you have a situation where many small, medium sized, family owned Japanese businesses is disappearing. So the Japanese government implemented a special policy, I think in 2018, around then, to protect these family owned businesses by making the inheritance tax for them zero. At least the stock aspect of it is my understanding. But to gain this benefit, you have to show proof of intent that this inheritor will succeed the company business. And there's many ways. There's many things that you have to submit to showcase that there's intent. Uh, some of some of which include, let's say, written up strategy plan by the company for how this successor will take over the company in the future. And it needs to kind of be planned out over many years and show how they will be training them to be able to become the successor. Uh, Another way the company will have to show proof of intent will be that the individual who will be succeeding has to be placed in a high position within the company, let's say a board member. This will also show proof that the company is willing to put a lot of power into this individual who will be taking over. So it's a commitment, and because this the first phase of this unique policy, inheritance tax regulation, where you have to submit proof, will be expiring this year. The deadline is this year. So to get back to the original point, that's another reason why I'm pretty sure I'll be taking the succession plan will be implemented this year for me, where I'll be placed in a higher position, I think. It might not happen, and if it doesn't, oops, but that's my understanding, and that's why I want to make sure I kind of document all of this before it happens, so I could kind of get the full picture of how my story plays out, I guess, as changes occur. And yeah, that's why I wanted to document it and start making videos again of this. And so I think I will be, talking a lot more frequently now. I've definitely listed up some topics I wanted to share this past year, so I'll intertwine those topics too, along with my current experiences for succeeding. But yeah, I definitely think it's important, and these videos are the best kind of way for me to do it. So anyways, I'll be back again soon is the point of this video. And yeah, as always, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys up again another time. Bye.